Okay, let's get it. I don't know what I'm about to be in for, but let's go ahead and check this out before we head out.
PM. I said, yeah, I'll do that.
And you slept right through it.
No. I was up until like 4, and I said I gotta go to bed, ladies. I can't sit here and
Manga is trashing American comics and
It's
get
all-
pretty much none of the
it's all
CG
women.
bother to read them. I think that may be a problem.
I got to go to bed. So I did.
A gaggle of women.
Yeah, they're just being women.
Hens clucking.
I just threw up a stream and then everybody's yelling for you to stream the second they saw you. So I'm just saying everybody's
Well, I'm not
mad at
doing
me
that.
that you're not streaming.
Yeah, I'm busy. I forgot all about Kings. I'm completely disoriented from the holidays. I didn't even know it was Monday today, or it was Monday. It still is Monday.
Yeah, it still is.
No idea. So sorry about that. But yeah, it's Christmas time, everyone. It's time for Shane Davis. Shane Davis, you look like you're wearing wrapping paper. It's nice.
Yeah, that's what Big Alan said.
Touch really it. Nice you can hear it as well. It even sounds like paper.
Everybody says that. It's a nice shirt. Nairot and Axeman Bear.
Okay, here we go.
For $5,
manga
are
too.
American comics, and yet pretty much none of CG bothered to read them. I think that may be a problem that we're not reading manga. Some of us read manga. It's just we're not full on manga. Yeah. I don't know if that's a problem.
I've backed a couple of manga type books, but I don't know if I've read any yet. I don't know. The American style is still great when it's great. It's
Oh yeah, that's like me saying, "Oh yeah, food is good when it's good." What type of statement was that? I got love for manga and comics. I do too, but I did not like that statement. Yeah, food tastes good whenever it's tasting good. What?
Again, to use a car metaphor. Oh yeah, Honda's beating the shit out of Ford. It must be because you guys at the Ford factory aren't driving enough Hondas. You guys need to be driving some more Japanese imports to see what's so wonderful about them. Then maybe you'd figure out how to make American muscle cars. Fuck that.
Well, I need him to translate that to what we're speaking about. I get the analogy, but the analogy is too much for me to try to react to at that one time because I'd have to actually sit and think about it.
We're not going to do that. We're not submitting to the Japanese. We didn't in 1942. We're not going to do it now.
I don't think buying manga is submitting, but okay.
And that's just what it means to be an American. Now, the Australians, they might. I don't know about the Australians. But the Americans...
The majority of Australians would.
Yeah, the Americans, no. They still represent a day that will live in infamy. And that day has lasted 80 years.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I'm not reading your gay anime. I'm not reading your gay manga, animes.
Wait, whoa. So you don't want to support manga because you want to support comics because you want comics to beat manga. So you don't support something because you want to be against it because it's manga doesn't lessen the effect or lessen the influence. Well, not influence, but it doesn't lessen the effect or lessen the degree of like quality that comic books are. I don't like that statement. I'm pretty sure this is it for that clip right here. But I don't really like the fact that he's saying that. And I don't like his analogy either because he's saying like, I guess enough people aren't reading comic books, so you need to come over here and see what's great about manga that's better than manga. A lot of manga readers I know haven't even like touched a comic book. So I don't like that analogy right there. Just because you read comics, just because you read manga doesn't mean that you've also read comics or that you also read comics. Are there people that do that? Yes, but I don't think it's the mass majority of people doing that. I think anime just got popular one day, and because of the anime being popular, people went to go buy the manga. You can see the sales coming from Japan over to America, and once the anime is actually like brought out, whether it be a dub or its first premiere, you can see that the manga sales shoot up once that anime comes out. So I don't like that analogy that he's trying to get. And it's not like every single comic line or comic universe or comic like story that's being told. Not every one of them get like a one-to-one adaptation like anime does with manga. So I don't like that analogy that he's coming at with. I'm not going to disrespect him or anything like that. So I just think that he's very ignorant in that take, saying that, I'm not going to support manga because I think comics are better. You could think one is better than the other, but I don't think you should say, I'm not going to support this because I think this is better. Therefore, that means that this can't be good because I think this is better in comparison. I don't like that, but hey, manga it was and might still be at some point outselling American comic books. But I also think that's because, and I hate to say it like this, even though us manga fans, us anime watchers, there are more original stories with more original characters compared to actual comic books, and I feel like it's a comic book problem in that community. They're very gatekeepy. They're very elitist. We joke about Matt being an elitist, but they're very elitist over there. It's very hard to get into a comic book because there's so many different iterations. Like there's Amazing Spider-Man, but then there's Ultimate Spider-Man, but then Ultimate Spider-Man died, so now there's Miles Morales. There's so many different ways for you to get into a story, and you just don't know where the starting point is for certain stories, or what you need to read before you get into a certain story, or if this is like a one-off type thing, if this is a contained story. Where in manga, you generally know it goes from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super. Now I know it's going to take a little bit of research to get to realize that chronological order, but it's way more simpler than all the same iterations of Spider-Man getting bit by the same goddamn radioactive spider compared to, there's only one origin for Goku. There's one Dragon Ball Z storyline for Goku. There's not multiple storylines for Goku. Like, yes, you could counteract and say like, oh, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. Well, one isn't canon, one is canon. So that's how you kind of counteract that argument. Great discussion coming from that actual topic itself, but I don't like his points only because he's in support of one. He doesn't want to support the other thing. And it's not like they're just against each other saying like, oh, we got to fight it out. Whoever's better is, whoever sells more is obviously the better one. I don't believe that. Sales don't dictate what's better. That's in my opinion though. So yeah, it doesn't dictate what's better in quality. So yeah. Let me see. Okay, boy, getting weird with it. Talking about Hiroshima like it's anyway relevant to manga and comics. I always read manga as comics. I mean, they are. It's Japanese comics. That's why. But I think it's it being American made versus Japanese made. So yeah. There's like a weird small group of American comic fans who are really over patriotic and homophobic. I didn't think about the homophobic one, but the patriotic one kind of makes sense. I mean, hey, gives a bad rep for the rest of the comic fans out there. Yeah, but we all know, Sam, it's always the vocal minority that's always going to be talking about this type of stuff. And sadly, I hate that we give so much attention, and I know I'm doing this now, so I'm being a hypocrite. I hate that we give so much attention to that vocal minority rather than what the majority of the actual community says, because there's some fans who probably ain't online and who aren't giving their voice compared to the vocal minority that no one agrees with that is giving their opinions, and because it's a super hot take or a super salacious take, it's gonna get the clicks, it's gonna get the views, it's gonna get the attention. So yeah, I have more comics than manga, but I like manga more. And see, Ooze, I have no problem with you saying that. I have no problem with you saying that, especially since you're a person who has dived into both. Now, I really don't like the fact that he said gay Japanese cartoons or whatever he said, because that's very derogatory for no reason. No one's disrespecting comic books. You don't need to disrespect a whole medium that, just like in comic books, an artist has to come up with a story, make it, has deadlines, puts their blood, sweat, and tears into it. I don't like the fact that he disrespected it like that. But we're not going to disrespect him, though. No one can make a valid argument that comics are easier to jump into than manga. Oh, yeah, no, that's impossible. I think it's impossible that it's easier to jump into comics than manga. Comics are great, but it's a bigger barrier to jump into than manga. Facts. And then the thing with comics, it's not like it's so easily ready to get for every single comic story or line. Like, yeah, the super big stories like The Dark Knight Returns, like, yeah, that's gonna be easy to get. But what about that super obscure one that people rave about, or like the comic community rave about? Like, we don't know if that's gonna be easily or readily available to get. And then you got the little singles that come out every Wednesday for comics. You got the graphic hardcovers or the graphic novels that are like thick and contain all those little single comic, the single comic books or whatever. But yeah, great discussion. Shout out to Otaku and Trainer for sending this. I don't know if he's still here, but he might see the playback. I don't know. But yeah, hey, I'd love to have a discussion with these guys. I definitely love to have a discussion. I mean, this will be on YouTube as a clip whenever I get to making the clips, but yeah, I love to get their opinions, especially the ones that actually read manga versus the guy who basically called it gay Japanese cartoons. Now, I don't know if he really means that, or if he was just trying to trigger people in his comment section, or just trigger manga fanboys who just get mad at anything. I don't know, because I'm not watching the whole thing. But yeah, I'm open to hearing everything. So yeah.